So, Brendan, getting back to that point of that third quarter and how incredible it was with Devin Booker with 18, with Paul George 5 for 5 from 3. But in the fourth quarter, it seemed like PG-13 ran out of gas, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point range, and just 1 point in the fourth, though he did finish the game with 34. What did you see from Paul George and what happened in that fourth quarter as compared to the third?
Well, Chris, I think you hit it right on the head. PG looked like he did run out of gas. Let's not forget, the Clippers were playing just a little while ago in a big-time Game 7, and PG was phenomenal then as well. But he started the game off. I like the flow he had. Third quarter, he really got cooking. But the difference in this game was he couldn't muster enough shots or hit enough shots in the fourth quarter to carry this Clippers team, whereas Devin Booker, he kept the party going from the third quarter. He just kept it going and going and going. So Paul George had a great game, but he just didn't close it out in the fashion that Booker did, and that's why the Clippers weren't able to win. But the Clippers did some good things in this game. Tyronn Lue is going to make some adjustments. There were some things that were going on as far as the guard and Devin Booker that seemed like a little bit confusing. Rondo had some mistakes going under the screen, reaching around. That's not gonna work. So look for Ty Lue to make some adjustments. But I thought this was a good effort from the Clippers, but they just didn't close it out.
Yes, Smitty. I mean, what Brendan was saying, they just played in the Game 7. It's the ninth time they've played with just 1 day's rest. Marcus Morris was out in the second half with the knee. It seems like there's a lot happening with the Clippers as far as all these games they've been playing, back-to-back series going 7.
Yeah, it won't be any excuses, but they did have a little fatigue, especially Paul George coming down the stretch. And to Brendan's point, that's a quick turnaround. But I also look at it as, to add to that is, the defenders that are guarding Paul George is Bridges, Crowder, Devin Booker at times, Cameron Johnson, a lot of length, and then at the end, you got to like DeAndre Ayton, a guy that can contest. And then on the Clippers side, at his size, Book, I mean, when you have the Mans and the Rondos and the Patrick Beverleys, he's going to have a better chance of getting his shot off, and he was rested and ready to go. So you take your hat off to the Clippers. What a game for them. Some more adjustments by T. Lue, who's been one of the best in this postseason. And I like the wrinkle. He can get going a little bit more in spurts. They have a low post presence, and DeMarcus Cousins, who came out and played phenomenal in those short minutes of time that he had.
Yeah, he had 11 points in the first half. He's only had 12 points the entire postseason before that.